is Jesus Contreras. Today I'll show my module 1. I have decided to learn Java and I decided to make a weather app. Okay, so I'll show you my app. You will see it. Okay, this is my app. Here you have the weather of the city that I am right now. I have used an API called IP API that will get the user city through his IP at the moment that the app starts. So the weather of the city of the user is now will be shown as in my case, and this is Barquisimeto. So the app will display the today weather, tomorrow forecast weather, the temperature, the weather condition, the humidity, the wind speed. Okay, so if I introduce here a city, it will activate an action listener when I press this button and display the information of that city weather. So for example, if I type New York, it will show New York weather condition for today and tomorrow. For example, Buffalo will show the weather of today and tomorrow too. You can see here another city, maybe Las Vegas. So this is my app. Okay. Well, what I have learned of Java is how functions works. That in Java we have to create a main function that will, in this case, run the whole program, and it will set visible my graphic user interface. I have made two files, one file with the front end and another with the back end. So I have learned how to use libraries to create objects, to parse the objects. As you can see here, I have learned how to make calls to API, how to make a function, how to send parameters to a function, how to, as you can see here, make a connection, get the response of the connection, and return it, how to establish the methods. Um, and also that most of the times in Java we have to establish set explicitly what are going to be the type of the object that I'm going to get from the API or the JSON object that I'm going to to call, as this is the case. I have to be very explicit in Java. So I use two APIs, one for getting the weather information. As you can see here, my API of the weather will help I will use it several times because my API to get the weather information first, I need to get the city, and from the city I will call the API again, and with that city I will get the latitude and the longitude, and with the latitude and longitude is how I get my weather information. As you can see here, I use the city that I get using a function. Um, as you can see here, get the location data. This function uh, will get the location name of the user for the field test that have the app, and then after that I call the API to get the latitude and longitude, making a connection and all those things. As you can see, I will check the response code, and if it's not running, then it will give a system error to the console. Then after that, I will open all that information I get to Stream Builder and return it. I have to close the scanners. That's something that I learned also in Java. I have to close my scanners and disconnect the API in order to save resources. I learned how to make graphic user interface, how to declare them, also how to create labels, search fields, how to use images, and how to like yeah Actual listeners, because I make a search button as you can see here, and I have to set actual listener to a button in order to update information on my graphic user interface with information with the city information that I will get called in my backend part of my program. So, well, this is my program. This is what I have done. I have made another video explaining my program more in a more descriptive way, but it's longer. Anyway, I will also add it to my README file if you want to check it, and also to the Word file. So thank you. This is my project, and I hope that you have enjoy and understand me. Well, another thing that I forgot here is how to use switch in cases, conditionals, and loops. All those things that in Java is pretty different. But to be honest, I really enjoy to make this project in Java. Java is pretty cool, and I want to deep my understanding on it. Thank you.